We'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pond and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gamecocks offense has the ball first today. Shoot, quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Sellers. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The Gamecocks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on! He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Red pass, it's complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. Fighting off the defender. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. Passes sticks him still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Mississippi State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Rides to back on the option to give. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Croman Hope. Got his man on the right. At the 35, he's loose. All kinds of room to the right. Into the end zone unimpeded. Except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. And just when they thought they had a chance to pull even, the flag wipes it out, and they'll have to go back to work. First down here for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Trying to beat the D deep. Got it inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Well, this This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll run it from the gun. Hard running there. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
The run from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Dropping back, it's Coleman Hope. Right on the money. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Gives it to the back on the draw. He has the first and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. But against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. But no, the officials are saying he was out of bounds. And the quarterback might want to rethink taking a chance like that. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the back. There he goes. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. On the move. Explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
The Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. They'll move the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Reese. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Mississippi State going up tempo. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quick pass on the jet motion. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Hunt is on its way. All the way back to the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
They'll try to get outside. Power powers through the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And you toss the ball to your running back to get him on the edge and try to get some space, but my goodness, there wasn't any space. He broke one tackle, but still wasn't enough. More guys coming after him really fast. They got to give him a little bit more space to do some more damage.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback will keep it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Leaves it with the back. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The RPO, it's complete. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Let's go.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long.
Let's go.
They go to the draw. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Picks up 3. Offense facing 4th down.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Coleman Hope. Flips it out in the flat. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Holding.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. This quarterback part of their running game. Pick up a 5, they'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Good timing on the quick out. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch. Like, play, pitch, and catch. Spread the ball around. Complete and total command of the offense. And that's why he's putting up big numbers. And that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. They'll go right back to the run. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. And he's just going to spike it.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll do it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Gamecocks have pushed it inside the 20. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Williams-Brice.
And the Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Got room to work. Got enough for the first. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. He's up to 73 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Croman Hope. With the catch, it's Miller. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Runs through the tackle. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I know we're in the 3rd quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll close the gap to 14.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To throw, it's Sellers. Going deep. Holds it in on the left. Oh, out of space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Tight end now in motion. The give on the option. Shakes off the defender. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Thrust that arm out. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Sellers. Makes the catch. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. On the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Running back searching for a hole. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Off play action on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead. They're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. The screen, he's got wheels. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Bennett. Inside the... Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now, and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Georgia Tech went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Yellow Jackets always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the eastern seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On the run, fires downfield. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Sutton. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
All the way out to the 38-yard line, it's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Gets the back moving. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
How many ways Get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays. This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
The Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
Well, they tried to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop, but nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They come flying in there, making the stop. But a nice stop by this.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tag on. Scoring. How about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1?
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Sutton. Flips it out to the back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
He's brought down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. And the returner will be knocked down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now, Paul. For an animal, now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week.
There he goes! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Punch it out of the air. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Back to the ground game on the left. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the ground game. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. It's reverse. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
And when these plays work, everybody goes nuts, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. But the 3rd down call, they use some misdirection. They go with the reverse. The defense, so disciplined, sound, run to the football and get the big 3rd down stop.
And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Yeah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, and it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.